The Deathwing Knight Master is the ultimate warrior of the Dark Angel's elite First Company, leading his Deathwing Knights into battle with unmatched skill. Clad in ancient Terminator armor and wielding the devastating flail of the Unforgiven, he smashes through enemy lines. His arrival marks the turning point of a battle, ensuring swift and decisive victory for the Dark Angels. Hello my friends, my name is Max and today we are building a Deathwing Knight Master from Inner Circle Task Force box. We will try to build him as different as humanly possible from this pal that we have built on this channel previously. This is another Knight Master. We will try to make the new one look very different from this one. As always, by the end of this video we will figure out answers for 3 simple questions. Does this mini look cool when assembled? Is it easy and fun to build it? And how does it look next to other minis? Our instruction set looks like this. We built the blue looking guy and today we're gonna make changes to make him look more like this. We'll change some bits here and there in order to do a very lazy kit bash. As always, we start with the torso. We will need bits 1, 2 and 3. My first 3 bits are cleaned up, and we will start with adding this butt to the back of the mini. It should be assembled like this. I'm going to glue it. And this is our torso so far. This thing looks kind of very similar to what we have over here. This tunic and iron halo are kind of the same. And that makes me think that I should probably replace something here, and the easiest thing to replace is the iron halo. I'm gonna remove this iron halo, and I'm gonna replace it with something else. This iron halo. I have removed the iron halo from the top of this bit. I need to assemble these parts because the new iron halo is gonna be sitting on his back over here, like this. I'm gonna glue these 2 bits first. Now let's attach this fancy iron halo from an old captain over here, like this. As we have already seen before, this is a very delicate bit. I glued it as well as I could, and now I am intending to give it a bit of a rest. In the meanwhile, let's assemble the legs. We start with the left one from bits 8 and 9. I have cleaned up the bits of the left leg. They should be assembled like this. I'm going to glue them. And this is our left leg. And these are the bits of the right leg. They should be assembled along these lines. Rook's Terminator, a cool looking variant of it. I'm going to glue it. And this is our right leg assembled. Looking very nice. Let's see how our torso is doing. It's kinda more or less okay. This thing is still very flimsy. Anyways, we're gonna attach some legs. And let's start with the left leg that is standing on a tactical rock. It should be assembled like this. There is a very nice look. And I'm going to glue it. And this is our left leg in place. Now to the right one. This is the right one. And it should be here. It should be attached like this. And I'm going to glue it too. And this is our right leg assembled. Looking very good so far. Let's move forward. We need to add additional plating, bits 10 and 11. Let's start with the bit number 10. This is my bit number 10. A really cool looking Rook's Terminator here. Should be sitting over here along these lines. And I'm going to glue it. So as you can see, there is a look. And it should be glued somewhat like this. Now to bit number 11. This is my bit 11. Should be sitting over here along these lines. And that is my bit 11 in place. We skip the hand with the great sword, this one, and we go for this one, with some sort of Mace of Absolution, a cool looking variant of Mace of Absolution. Bit 17 and 18. This is my right arm bits. They should be assembled like this. And this is my right hand so far. We also need a left hand. Bit 21 and a shield 22. However, I think shield 22 is a bit boring because we already used it here. It's exactly the same shield. And I would like to give him something more special. That is why I'm going to use this one from Terminator Chaplain. We have built a fun Terminator Chaplain before, custom made, namely this one, which is not using any shield, and that is why we have a spare shield now. And this is kind of a shield that a Terminator Captain could use, or a Deathwing Knight Master. So we're gonna use this one. And for that we're gonna have to do some modifications. The problem here lies in the fact that this shield is supposed to be used in the right hand, because this is how the Terminator Chaplain is wearing it. He is wearing it like this, like this. However, we have the right hand with the weapon in this kit. That is why I will have to use this shield in the left hand. And that is why I will have to use the hand 21 from the Master and not the hand from the Chaplain, because the Chaplain's hand is obviously a right hand and we need a left hand. As you can see, there is a little bit of mismatch over here because there is a lock over here like this and there is another lock over here. So I will have to clean them up. I cleaned up a little bit these locks, and let's see, it should be assembled along these lines. And now the thing is that I don't really know the angle, the correct angle to assemble it, how it should be. It should be like this or whatever, because we can vary a little bit. I will have to give it a try. I will try to make it work like this and see what happens. Yeah, since there is no clear lock here, it will take me a while to glue these two bits together. Since this shield has some sort of purity seal, it should be in roughly this position, because the purity seal kinda falls to the ground, so it looks like this. And that means that I will have to have it somewhat along these lines. Okay, that is good to know. Let's see how this hand is supposed to be sitting here. So I think they want us to do it somewhat like this. I'm just thinking if I can assemble it in a way that he is about to hit somebody. Let's try to go this way. We will try to make him kinda hit somebody with a Mace of Absolution, and he will hold the shield like this, because he will be in a dynamic pose. The shield is still missing this skeleton relic over here, so I'm just gonna glue it here. And this is what makes this shield so cool. And I'm going to attach the hand over here like this. And let's see how this hand could be attached. Okay, new plan, guys. It seems like that we are not in the position of trying to hit somebody here. So maybe we will do some kind of like a challenge, roar kind of stance. Somewhat like this. And that is why I'm going to modify this hand. I'm gonna remove parts of the hand over here in order to make it slightly different with angle. Let's see how this is gonna look like. Going to remove some bits here too. I think this is great position for us, like this. This is gonna be our angle. Going to glue it. You can see there is already residue of the glue over here. I'm gonna melt a little bit more. This is gonna be my angle for this hand, and this is gonna be my angle for this hand. Going to glue it too. This is our kind of position, somewhat like "come at me, bro" challenge looking position. Looking very, very nice, I believe. With this out of the way, we are in the business of adding shoulder pads. Let's start with the right one, 24. This is our shoulder pad for the right shoulder. Go into glue it directly. Should look like this. Very, very good. Same for beat 25. This is my beat 25. Go into glue it directly too. And this one is supposed to be sitting like this. Very, very, very nice. Next, let's add a hat. Instead of hat 103, we would go for hooded one 105. This is our hooded hat over here, looking very, very cool. Should be sitting over here like this. I'm going to glue it. And this is our cool looking pal with the hood. They also want to have a tilting shield, in our case tilting shield 29. Let's see if we can attach it anywhere that makes sense. This is our tilting shield with a skull and feathers. Technically should be sitting along these lines over here on this shoulder pad. Let's try to make it happen. And that is our pal almost assembled. Now we only need to drop him on a 40mm base. And that is our mini, my friends. It took me roughly 50 minutes to assemble it, including looking for some bits and some customizations. I will give it 5 service cows out of 5 for the sheer fun of building it, and 5 out of 5 for its ease of assembly. Even without our modifications, this mini is very, very easy to build. Deathwing Knights are very, very satisfying minis. They are fairly bulky, and they look incredibly cool assembled. We assemble this mini in a way that does not really require any partial assembly, because almost everything is easily accessible over here. He is standing with his arms open, challenging some enemies to attack him, looking very, very nice. And now let's see how this miniature sits next to some other minis. This is obviously a Deathwing Knight Master that we have assembled before. As you can see, these two pals are looking somewhat similar, but at the same time we managed to make them look as different as humanly possible. So it's only the torso that looks the same, more or less, but even the torso profile looks different because of the iron halo. Looking very nice. This is how this mini compares next to some other custom build miniature, the Terminator chaplain that we have built before. And of course, this is how this mini looks next to a firstborn Terminator captain. As you can see, the Terminator captain, the old one, is very, very small. And that's a wrap for today, my friends. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help you to catch more content like this and support me in growing the channel. Share your thoughts on this mini in the comment section below. I'm working to make my videos more helpful and I need your inputs. Check the description of this video for a Google form link and share. What's your biggest struggle when building Warhammer minis? Make sure to check the video that you see now on your screen. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.